Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
What's up, motherfuckers? I'm Barry Bonds with Mines. Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast. It's Money Monday. We're back at it. Let's get it.
Give me a hell yeah!
Today we will recap week 1 of the preseason. We will address some things that we've heard on the sports radio waves earlier today. And we will dive in on the top 10 offensives in the QFL, which I call the NFL, for the upcoming 2025 season. But without further ado, we are live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Coke.
LeBron!
Finish him!
Don't get it confused with James.
Rated M for Millennials. Like I mentioned, today is Money Monday. We are live on YouTube at Pressure Podcast Live, midnight on Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Basically, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday at midnight. Right early in the morning. We like to do this at this time because it's basically like after work, everyone likes to hit the chats, hit the bars, hit up some homeboys, and talk shit. So that's what we're here to do. It's a platform for us to give our takes on everything going down in sports, and it's also our way to respond to the nonsense that we hear and the disrespect that is shown out there. So let's get to the first topic, okay? We're going to talk the QFL's top 10 QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and O-line. And then we're also going to cover the top 10 offensive rookies and then the top 10 NFC stadiums. Then we have a extra top 10 later on. So before we get to the list, this is what's been trending throughout the morning. So ESPN had, let me see, I have it right here. This was from...
I have one here too. I have a crazy one actually.
This is actually from the NFL themselves. So it includes 6 GMs, 6 assistant GMs, 6 former GMs, 5 other execs, 8 head coaches, and 19 other assistant coaches, including 15 coordinators. A 15-person panel rated this and made these tiers here. So in tier 1, you have Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Matthew Stafford.
Goddamn white boy.
Tier 2, you'll have Jaden Daniels, Herbert, Goff, Stroud, Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, and Brock Purdy.
What the fuck?
And that's where I get my first thing here. There's 2 mistakes, one with the first tier and one with the second tier. Number 1, Matthew Stafford has no business in the same tier as Jackson, Allen, Burrow, and Mahomes. And number 2, Justin Herbert has no business in the same breath as C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels, and Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield and company.
Finish him!
That's just me. That's just how I see it. But why that is, we'll show you why. So let's get to our top 10, okay? Fuck that tiers. We're not saying that we know more than NFL execs and GMs and coaches and coordinators.
I also wanted to share this. Dan Orlovsky did his top 10 quarterbacks. Nor Jalen Hurts nor Patrick Mahomes were in it.
Orlovsky, when he was trending, he had a hot topic. Go speak on it.
So it says here he started off saying that the number 1 quarterback in the NFL is Joe Burrow. His second quarterback is Jaden Daniels, who is, you know what I'm saying, he had a great rookie year, but he's a rookie. We still haven't seen 2, 3, 4 years of him. We don't know exactly who he's going to be completely yet. Then at 3, he has Matthew Stafford. He has a crush on Matthew Stafford. I don't know. I guess he owes him money or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know why he has that man so high. Because I could swear Matthew Stafford was great in his time, but it's starting to trend where he's starting to go down because there's other guys that are younger that, deserve that title. Then he proceeds to have Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen as 4 and 5. We're talking about the MVP last year, and who's been nothing but consistent his whole career since he's been in the league. And then we're talking about another another two-time MVP, who has also been very consistent throughout his career so far. At 6, he has C.J. Stroud. I don't think C.J. Stroud belongs up there over Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has been to the Super Bowl twice. Not just to mention that he's been to the Super Bowl twice, but he's been nothing but consistent and won so many. Like, I don't look at stats the way people look at stats. I look at it like, can you win? Can you win? That's all I care about. I just need you to win. I don't care if you win ugly. I don't care if you win pretty. Just go out there and win the freaking game. So that's what Jalen Hurts, that's what he exemplifies, in my opinion. So he should be somewhere up there. If you're going to put him anywhere, he has to be 6. There's no way that he's not on this list. And you're going to tell me that Patrick Mahomes, who's been a 3-time Super Bowl champion, is not on this list. It's blasphemous. I can't even talk about the other ones. You got Geno Smith over Hurts and Mahomes. He's got Dak Prescott over Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. He has Jared Goff and Justin. Get off of the fucking ESPN because you don't belong there, motherfucker. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Dan Orlovsky is trending today because of his sketchy QB list. As he mentioned, the most notable thing is that he had Pat Mahomes not in the top 10. And Dan Orlovsky, as soon as someone sees a ranking where Pat Mahomes is not in the top 10, automatically you're not in consideration as someone smart. Not to mention, you happen to be the last quarterback to go in 16 in the fucking season.
Fatality.
So you really have no credence. So as I was saying earlier, it's not that we think that we know more than the execs and former players and former coaches and coordinators and all that.
This is common sense stuff. It's just like,
we know. We don't think we know. We know we're better than most of those motherfuckers there. I say this. I was scrolling through IG today looking for topics or whatever for upcoming episodes. Pardon me as I hit the peace pipe one time. And I saw something that I already knew. The last time the New York Trash were in the playoff game, they lost against the Steelers. The last time they had a good memory in the playoffs was the game before where they beat the Patriots in their own house. Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez and San Antonio Holmes and them. And the New York Trash have yet to make it to the playoffs since then. I knew at the time that firing Rex Ryan was going to be a mistake. It's hard to find a good coach that makes the players play at a different level. Not to mention find a coach that knows how to win. This man did nothing but get us to 2 AFC championship games back to back when I was a New York Trash fan. And to this day, they have yet to even scratch the wild card, let alone a playoff berth. They have never contended for the division. And time again, we mentioned it during the draft season, our team scoop up great players towards the end of the draft because we never pick early. The Eagles and the Ravens, we showed it before the NFL draft. We have never picked first pick overall in the Super Bowl era. Ever. And the fact that a lot of teams keep doing that, reaching and drafting busts while other teams are scooping the leftovers, shows you that not many execs, not many GMs, not many coordinators, not many of those guys are very smart. Otherwise, a lot of teams would be not so incompetent as they've been throughout the seasons. So, fuck Dan Orlovsky, and fuck what the NFL has to say. So, give me your top 10 quarterbacks.
my top 10 quarterbacks, Mahomes won. He's he's won 3 championships. He's been nothing but consistent throughout his whole career, going to the playoffs, every year since he's been there. I just don't understand how he's not on the list, let alone not the number one player. When we've had this argument 1,000 times, and we come to the conclusion that Mahomes is one. He's not far. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not far away from being like the number one player in the league, but he's right there as far as QBs go.
It's a no doubter.
And then it's Josh Allen for me at 2. MVP this year, been nothing but consistent his whole career. The only person, for some reason, he can't get by is Mahomes. Seems to be Mahomes. Number 3, I have Lamar Jackson. At number 4, I have Joe Burrow. At number 5, I have Jalen Hurts. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, won 1. But again, like I said, just all these 5 that I mentioned, what do? They make the playoffs. They win. This is why you got to have them up there. There's no way that you can drop somebody off because they have a team around them. All these teams have to have teams around them in order for them to get far. So I don't want to hear that shit no more. At 6, I got Jaden Daniels. Great rookie season. I don't think he'll have a sophomore slump. I think he'll be just as good as he was last year. Maybe even better. At 7, I picked Baker Mayfield. At 8, I have Matthew Stafford. At 9, I put Jordan Love, who's up and coming. And at 10, I got C.J. Stroud, who I think will have a bounce back season.
All right, that's a good list.
Give me a hell yeah!
So, my list is very similar. Obviously, number 1 is Pat Mahomes. As he mentioned, he's the premier quarterback in the league. He's the 3-time champion. He just went to the Super Bowl. He lost. But at the end of the day, let's just call a spade a spade. The man is the best quarterback in the league, okay? Then we got number 2, I still say, is Lamar Jackson. Now, granted, he's not the MVP. I said myself, I thought Josh Allen should have been the MVP. He had more wins, and I felt like you just can't give it to Lamar every single year. And another reason why I have Lamar over Josh Allen is because he's just a way better producer right now. Maybe you could say Josh Allen doesn't have the same team that Lamar does, but Lamar doesn't have the bevy of weapons like Joe Burrow does either. You know what I mean? I've seen Lamar do it without weapons and with weapons. He's just who he is. I got Josh Allen right after that. He's the current MVP. And to be honest with you, I don't even think I put Lamar or Josh Allen above each other, big pause. I think they're in the same exact status. I think they're the only other guys that can talk to Mahomes right now because Burrow doesn't make the playoffs that often.
I agree.
Then after Joe Burrow, who's the elite quarterback that he is, I have Jalen Hurts as well at number 5.
Be cool, nigga.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that's a crazy take. How do you put Hurts over, say Matthew Stafford or Jaden Daniels or I'm not even going to mention the Herb. But the reason why I put Jalen Hurts there is because, like he said, this guy has been to the Super Bowl before this last one. So it's not a one-time thing. Number 2, he didn't have Saquon that first year. He did it with his arm. Number 3, he didn't win with Saquon in the Super Bowl. He did it with his arm. I don't know what else you need to prove. The man has nothing but one. He has an unstoppable move in the tush push, and he doesn't turn the ball over very much as far as throwing picks. Like Lamar, most of his turnovers comes from fumbles, not from picks. And I believe Josh Allen too. Most of their turnovers come from fumbles more than picks. They're not the type to throw picks. I think Mahomes actually throws more picks than all those guys put together. Yet Mahomes don't fumble. Dak fumbles and throws picks
all the time in the playoffs.
But I think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. I don't think you could mention any other. Jaden Daniels is a rookie. He's coming into the second season. Let's see what else he can do. C.J. Stroud had a fall off compared to his first very efficient year. Matthew Stafford is on the decline of his career. Yeah, he's still an elite quarterback, but he's still not. But I wouldn't put him over Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield is the only one I think that can really have an argument right now because he actually has the experience and the numbers and the playoff success to do it. And Jared Goff obviously belongs there. I don't have Jordan Love there. Instead, I have Jared Goff, which I just mentioned now. Okay. So I have Burrow at 5. Daniels at 6, CJ at 7, Stafford at 8, Baker at 9, and Goff at 10. I think Goff is the weakest out of the elite quarterbacks. Not because he's not as good as they are. It's just that I think he's already hit his prime, and now he's on the way down. He's not where Stafford is at yet, but he's on the decline very shortly.
And he don't have, to me, he don't have that arm talent of these guys either.
Well, he never really needed it.
Maybe Baker, but
he never really
everybody
needed
else in there that we're talking about top 10, they have crazy arm talent.
They do. But remember, there was a time when we had Drew Brees out there, top 10. He wasn't crazy. Well, I don't know if you could say he didn't have arm talent since he was the most accurate passer I ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I don't
But
he
he didn't have arm strength. How about that? Is that better?
Finish him.
But he can handle pressure a lot more than Jared Goff. That's why I feel like Jared Goff is a little weak-minded. I'm not saying he's not great. I just don't think he's that great.
But and then if you want to do it a different way, fuck the numbers, fuck everything else. Let's go with the total package. Big pause, okay? Pat Mahomes is a complete player. He has no weaknesses as a quarterback. Lamar and Josh Allen, I think you can put they're in the category. They have no more weaknesses anymore. They've solved those weaknesses as the years have come by.
The big three.
The reason why Pat Mahomes is the winner and the top quarterback is because he reached this level faster than Josh Allen and Lamar did. Okay? Some people will argue, well, Joe Burrow reached that level in the second year. No, he didn't. He got hot. He played a good season. But the year after that and the year after that and the year after that, we haven't seen much else except regular season numbers. I haven't seen him in the playoffs in a long time. Okay? We can't say the same thing about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Now, Burrow is a complete player. He has no weaknesses. He just doesn't have the accolades that the other guys have. Hurts is about to be above Burrow. The only reason he's not is because Burrow's a little older and more wiser. That's the only reason why. But to me, Hurts is a complete quarterback. The only, you could say, weaknesses he has is maybe still reading defenses because he's still the youngest one. That's it. That's literally the hardest part about being quarterback is reading defenses, and I think he does it perfectly. Perfectly. He beat one of the best dynastic defenses of all time, and I mean, kicked their ass with his arm. Saquon didn't do shit in the Super Bowl, so for you to say he rode on Saquon's coattails, no. We've seen him do it with his arm, and he did it with his arm and come championship time.
No, their take is all eyes were on Saquon Barkley, so everybody else was just getting one-on-one. Like, no.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want Jalen Hurts to do?
Pick your poison, man.
What do you want Jalen Hurts to do? Cower down? He took advantage of whatever the defense gave him. That's what you're supposed to do. What do you think Tom Brady and Peyton would have did?
I didn't see teams be like. Matter of fact, I'll give you one. How about the Philadelphia Eagles, Donovan McNabb, Javon Curse, Terrell Owens, that defense? Like, what else you need to win the Super Bowl? And he couldn't get it done, so I don't want. There's a reason why you win a championship. You either figure it out or you don't, and he did, and
he's well on his way to becoming the greatest Philadelphia Eagles quarterback of all time.
He really is.
All right, I already think Lamar is the greatest Raven quarterback of all time.
Cause I
love Joe Flacco.
Cause I feel like he passed Donovan, last year.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to running backs.
Even though I like that.
Oh, you got top 10 running backs in the QFL season coming up for the 2025.
Well, my number one is on the Madden cover doing the hurdle backwards. If you don't know, I'll tell you. Saquon Barkley is the number one, of course. Great year last year. Could have broken the rushing record, but decided otherwise, and shit, I guess it was worth it because he got that he got a championship medal now, huh? And then number two, I got Derrick Henry, who also had a great year, and I expected that because, he's playing with Lamar Jackson, one of the most dynamic other running backs, or cheat codes, I guess you could say, in the NFL. At number three, I got Jahmyr Gibbs from the Detroit Lions. He's dynamic in every way possible, and you can argue that he's next up. Like when these guys retire, like when Saquon, and he's probably gonna end up being number one running back in the league. At number four, I have Jonathan Taylor. I feel like when Jonathan Taylor is healthy, he's up there with being top 5, arguably. At 5, I have Bijan Robinson.
Very good.
At 6, I have Kyron Williams. At 7, I have Christian McCaffrey. He's not gonna fall that far from me. He's too dynamic, and when he's healthy, all he does is put in work. At 8, I got James Cook from the Buffalo Bills. Very underrated. Showed that he could be a number 1 running back as of this year. Last year, sorry. And another dynamic player for Josh Allen. At number 9, I got Aaron Jones from Minnesota. Had a bounce back year. Showed why in past years he was one of those guys, especially fantasy wise. Oh my goodness. And then at number 10, I got Joe Mixon.
All right, pretty good list. I have a little bit of a different list. I got Saquon number 1 and Derrick Henry number 2. I have Jahmyr Gibbs at number 3 and Kyron at number 4. I had JT, Jonathan Taylor at 5, and then I got Cook at 6. I think Cook, like you said, is a very underrated running back. I think he's in the top 5 if Kyron is hurt, and right outside the top 5 if Kyron's healthy. And then I got Bucky Irving following Cook with Devon Achane, if healthy. Kyron and Achane are injury prone, but it's never like CMC where he's out for the rest of the season. CMC is after Achane because of that reason, and I don't have Bijan Robinson. I got Josh Jacobs in there. Josh Jacobs proved a lot to me this year. I don't like Bijan Robinson. I don't trust the guy. He put up good fantasy numbers at the end of the season, but he's just not consistent enough. Maybe with a better quarterback, we will see if things will change.
If I was thinking again, I'll probably take out Aaron Jones and put Josh Jacobs in that top 10. You're right. He does deserve to be in that top 10.
He's a beast. He's been doing it for like 4 seasons straight now.
Absolutely agree.
All right.
And then my most underrated running back is also on the Detroit Lions, and that's David Montgomery, who all he does is go forward. He gotta get positive yards for you.
My favorite underrated running back is Gus Edwards, our former running back. He's now with the Chargers.
Thumper.
He doesn't have many yardage, but for some reason or another, he gets like 9 to 10 touchdowns a season because he's a goal line monster.
You know what? I did miss somebody, and I also could put him in the top 10, but Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, but it's too early. Too early still. Too early.
Yeah, as the body of work of these guys. Yeah, I agree.
So now we're going to do the top 10 wide receivers. Let me lead this one off. I got JJ and JC. We should all know who that is, okay? Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Be cool, nigga.
Then after that, I got tier 2, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and CeeDee Lamb. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Goddamn white boy.
Then I got the white boy Puka. Puka, to me, he's become a top 5 wide receiver. However, number 6 can easily fuck all that shit up, and that's Cheetah. Tyreek Hill from the Miami Dolphins. He's still one of the premier wide receivers in the league. If Tua wasn't hurt, he would have had way more better numbers. Then I got your boy A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown has proven to be a monster of a wide receiver. He has a great connection, deep routes and intermediate routes with Jalen Hurts. He has a knack of getting physical and open, and he has a knack of showing up in big games. Every time these guys are in a playoff game or in prime time, A.J. Brown seems to have a touchdown every time. Then you got Nico Collins. I think Nico Collins is very underrated. He got hurt last season, but let me tell you something. This man has hands like JJ, but not as athletic. He's as fast as JJ, I think, but he can't hop. He can't shift the way he does. But Nico Collins is a poor man's JJ. I like this guy very much. Then I got Brian Thomas. The reason I put him there is because I saw something from a rookie I don't see very often, and it's just consistency. This man he was just ready to come to the pros, and it shows that he had almost 90 catches and over 10 touchdowns in his rookie season. I think that's going to continue and get better. And then I got, Lad McConkey.
That's your 10?
That's my 10. I have others like Terry McLaurin, but Terry McLaurin asked for a trade, so We'll see where he will end up at, but I think he's one of the best. Matter of fact, Terry McLaurin, fun fact, I think I mentioned it before. He no other wide receiver had better percentage at tight window catches than he did.
That's true.
So go ahead, brother. Who you got?
Okay, so at 1 and 2, we got the same.
Yep.
JJ and Jamar Chase. Y'all already know those are the two best wide receivers in the league. Can't believe how young they are, too. That's crazy. They're amazing. At 3, I got Tyreek Hill. I think Cheetah, when he's healthy, 1,400, shit, maybe 1,500. I can't take him. I can't take him out of that spot. I think when he's like, when he's got it going, and he's healthy, as he's shown the year before last. I know he was hurt this year, but he's got too much success the years before that I can't take him down there.
Who? Terry?
Yeah. Cheetah. Yeah. At 4, I got AJ Brown. Just because I think again he's dynamic. He can run. He's great route tree. He's physical. I feel like he's the whole package when it comes to that. At 5, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I agree with my man's over here. He's top 5. He has to be. He's freaking amazing, and he's consistent. He can do a little bit of everything from the screen to the intermediate. Also go long. So I like his game a lot. Great hands, by the way. Very consistent when it comes to his hands, and great footwork. CD Lamb is number 6. Then I got Scary Terry at number 7. I got one. I couldn't take him out the top 10 because I feel like even this year at his age he's still doing it. And that's Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans is solidified himself up there even after this year. It's unbelievable what he's doing at his age. And at 9, I got Nico Collins. I agree with you. Deserves to be in that top 10. And I'm still going to keep Devontae Adams at 10.
Gotcha. My honorable mention was Mike Evans.
Yeah, that guy's amazing.
But McConkey is a little bit more athletic now because he's younger. That's the reason why I put him there. But I think you could go
okay, so when it comes to the rookies, I like Thomas and I like Lad McConkey. But if I was going off who I really liked, I think Malik Neighbors is better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're hellified. I think the wide receiver, man, very talented wide receivers in the NFL, bro. Like everywhere. Talking about like Michael Wilson from the Cardinals. You got Zay Flowers from the Ravens. Like there's so many. It's so dynamic. It's amazing to watch. They're freak athletes too.
And you still got Cooper Kupp out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still got Deebo Samuels. You still got a lot of other guys. You still got Stephon Diggs for what it's worth.
Stephon Diggs.
DK Metcalf out there. There's a lot of there's
so many.
Jackson Smith and Dibba.
George Pickens.
Drake London still shows up every once in a while. And we'll see. So, and that's not even mentioning Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison.
Got
So,
a lot. Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, so you lead off the tight ends this time. Give you your top 10 tight ends for the upcoming season.
What the tight ends? I thought it was.
So today we're doing offense. Thursday we'll be doing defense, and then Saturday I'll tell you on Thursday.
All right, I could probably tell you off the back of my head, anyways. At 1, I'm gonna go with Kittles. Kittles is 1. At 2, I'm gonna go with I'm going with the rookie, bro. Brock Bowers. I think Brock Bowers is probably gonna be number 1 by next year. He's fucking amazing, and he did it. What he did last year without a quarterback, like I like damn, like, that's kind of crazy. So then, okay, at 3, I'm gonna go with Mark. I'm still going with Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews is one of the most dynamic. And still is, even though he messed up in the playoffs. I think he'll redeem himself this year, and I think he's going to have a big year as well. At number 4, I'm going with Kelsey. I think Kelsey's still a top
Goddamn white
tight
boy.
end. And he's still gonna get it done no matter what. At 5, I'm going with I'm gonna go with Njoku from the Browns. I think when he's healthy, he can be a top 5 guy. He can be a top 5 guy. At 6, I'll go with what's the one who got traded to the Steelers? I forget his name.
Jonnu Smith.
Which one?
Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith at 6, just because I would like to see. Like, I think he did a great job with the Falcons, and then when he went to Miami, but I think in between he wasn't that consistent. So I just want to see if what I saw last year he can do this year. If he does that this year, I'll probably put him. I'm probably gonna put him in my top 5. At 6, I'm gonna go Dallas Goedert. I think Dallas Goedert is up there, especially when he's healthy. At 7, I'm gonna go with Isaiah Likely. I think Isaiah Likely is. It's kind of crazy that you guys have 2 of the best tight ends in the league. It is what it is. At 8, I'm gonna go with Evan Ingram. I think he's he's really underrated. He should be a top 10 again, and also look out for him in fantasy because he's always there like late in some round. For some reason, I don't know why. And then at 10, I forget his name.
Don't say it.
I forget his name.
Don't say it.
Huh?
Don't say who I think you're gonna say.
No. I'm not saying Pitts. Hell no. Is that what you thought I was on?
Nope.
Oh. No, I was talking about the tight end from Green Bay. Forget his name. I'm looking at it right now. I think it's Tucker Kraft.
Yes.
Tucker Kraft. So that's my top 10.
All right. Not bad at all. I like your top 10 because you left somebody out that I'm glad you did. So I have number 1. I have Brock Bowers. I think he's the premier tight end right now.
Okay.
Then I got McBride. McBride and Bowers of the future.
Oh shit! I have not mentioned McBride. See?
Then I got George Kittles.
I did mine blind though, guys.
Then I got Travis Kelce. And I have Mark Andrews to round out my top 5. Kelce, I know is old, but he's still up there, and he's still very smart, and he's still wise, and he's still going to play. Okay. And Mark Andrews, he's a little younger than Kelce. He's still got a lot of leg left. As long as he stays healthy, he's one of the premier tight ends as well. And Njoku's following Mark Andrews. I agree with you. And Njoku's very, very underrated. And I think he's a very important part of the Cleveland Browns offense. Then I got your boy, Dallas Goedert. He's very, very underrated. But when that man is needed and called on, he shows up. And not only that, he's a great run blocker, as evidence that your boy ran for 2,000 yards. Mine ran for 1,900 yards, so we got some tight ends. Then after Dallas Goedert, I got Evan Ingram. I think he's solidified himself as one of the top 10 tight ends in the league. He's just consistent no matter what team he plays for. Then I got T.J. Hawkinson after that. T.J. Hawkinson is a weapon and a nightmare for a lot of guys, a matchup nightmare. Very fast. He's like a wide receiver that got turned into tight end because he can block. And
that's a good one right there.
Yes. And I got Jonnu Smith after that. Jonnu Smith is an elite tight end. I think I didn't mention any of the Buffalo Bills. I think those are the 2 guys that I have honorable mention. And Likely would be there, but Likely is injured.
Is that Dawson Knox and
yes, and Kincaid, Dalton Kincaid.
Kincaid.
Now, for those who are saying, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Where the hell is
Goddamn white boy.
fuck Sam Laporta? Okay, he does not
fuck
belong
that
in the
dude.
top 10.
Nope.
Not right now. All right, fuck him.
Nah, you gotta prove more.
All right, so let's get to the
Teeter-totter.
top 10 O-line in the QFL for the 2025 season. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, so at number 1, I have. This is interior and exterior as well, right? Both.
O-lineman.
It
O-line.
It doesn't matter. Okay. So at 1, I have Penei Sewell from the Detroit Lions. He's young. and he's very athletic. Pretty much, kind of reminds me of somebody I'm about to mention in a second here. At 2, I got Trent Williams. He's been doing it for years, continues to do it. Keep on doing a hell of a job, sir. He plays for the 49ers. At 3, I have Jordan Mailata, as y'all know, from the Eagles. That's who Penei Sewell reminds me of, Jordan Mailata, but actually younger and a little more athletic and probably stronger. At 4, I have Lane Johnson. He's been the man for the Eagles for a very, very, very long time. He replaced a legend in Jason Peters, and hey, man, I give you your flowers, bro. You've been nothing but great for us. What a draft pick. At 5, Quentin Nelson, one of the premier interior linemen in the league. Amazing at what he does as a guard. Tyler Lindenbaum at number 6. Again, another one. He's hard nosed. And again, my man just said they ran for 1,900 yards. This is a major reason why. At 7, Chris Lindstrom from the Falcons. He's underrated, and most of these guys are. You probably won't know them because these aren't the sexy picks, but they're very important. At number 8, I have Deion Dawkins from Buffalo Bills. At number 9, I have I wouldn't say a sleeper, but somebody who he's young, so they hope that he can stay consistent. But he's been great so far, and that's Rashawn Slater from the Chargers. And at 10, Eggleton Jenkins from Green Bay.
Okay. I got your boy Maitala at number 1. I got Wirfs from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 2 and Slater at 3. I got Trent Williams at 4, Lane Johnson at 5, and Sewell at 6. I got Tunsil from the Washington Redskins at 8. I got Darrison from Minnesota at 9, and then I got my boy Lindenbaum at
10.
At 10. Okay. Now, I anticipated that you would go to players because I meant players, but I was like, you know what? Let me just add my top 10 O-line that I think is coming for the season. Number 1 is Philadelphia. They're the top running team in the league, so they're still there, and they still got Saquon. And last time I checked, they still got Jalen Hurts in the tush push. Then you got Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos were a very good offensive line last year. Then I got Tampa Bay after that for 3, Buffalo at 4, and Detroit at 5. The solid offensive lines. Minnesota at 6, very underrated. Kansas City at 7. My Baltimore Ravens at 8, Green Bay at 9, and Washington at 10. And I think that's going to continue into this season. Excuse me, I had a weird burp there. So tell me your top 10 offensive rookies coming for the upcoming season.
This is going to be fun. So at number 1, I have Travis Hunter. At number 2, I have Cam Ward. At number 3, I have Austin Genty. At number 4, I have Tataria McMillan. At number 5, I have Tyler Warren. At number 6, I have Emeka Egbuka. At number 7, I have Travion Henderson. At number 8, I have Jalen Noel, who he's going to play for the Texans. I think that's a great pickup because their other wide receiver got hurt, and then this might be a plug and play. At number 9, I have Caleb Johnson for the Steelers, and Will Campbell to round it off at 10.
Okay.
Offensive lineman.
So I got Cam Ward, Gianti, and Shador Sanders.
Okay.
Then I got Dart, the Panthers wide receiver, the rookie.
Got you.
I forgot his name, and then Tampa Bay wide receiver, which you named. Excuse me, let me use the bathroom right quick.
Yeah, I'm thinking. By the way, the one from Tampa. By the way, the one from Tampa you're talking about is the same one, right? The one I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Emeka Ibuka. Okay.
Then I got Travis Hunter, if he plays. I got the Chargers running back, the Bears tight end, and the New England running back.
The Bears tight end is Colston Loveland, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So let's get to the top 10 NFC stadiums.
This one was fun because I was thinking, like, should I go like this year or these past 10 years, or should I go like all time? And I was like, no, I'm gonna just go with the ones I believe to be the best stadiums, especially like famous wise. At one, I gotta go with my team, my heart, Lincoln Financial. At two, I have Lambeau Field. At three, I have Heinz Field. At four, I have Gillette Stadium. At five, I went with Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz. At six, the Rams, SoFi Stadium. At seven, I got NRG Stadium, the Texans Stadium.
That's AFC.
Huh?
That's AFC.
Oh, you said NFC? You said
That's
just
what I
NFC?
said. Top 10 NFC stadiums.
Oh. All right, that's what I thought you meant just like NFL stadiums. I didn't know you said.
I said it right.
NFC.
Give me your top 10 NFC stadiums.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's not what I.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got like all the stadiums from just NFC, AFC. But anyways, I'll finish these off and then you can go. At 8, I got M&T Bank. At 9, I got A&T Stadium. That's Dallas. At 10, I got Arrowhead.
All right. So I split these off by categories here, okay? The NFC stadiums. So I got the YNs, all right? The YNs are the young niggas. In the YNs, you have Minnesota, Atlanta, and San Francisco. Okay, they're all brand new shiny stadiums. Those are the YNs. The Sunny Super Bowls favorites is going to be the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They've hosted the most Super Bowls out of all the stadiums. What's up, Denali? Then I got the Crazy Work. The Crazy Work stadiums is Seattle, it is Philadelphia, and it is New Orleans. Okay? For those who don't know, Philadelphia is a city of brotherly love, only for the Eagles, not for anybody else. Seattle's known as the loudest stadium in the QFL, and New Orleans is the Superdome. We all know how frenzied that gets. Then we got the GOAT. The GOATs is in the NFC to me is Lambeau Field and Jerry World over there, AT&T Stadium in Dallas. I think that's probably the greatest stadium in all of America is the one in Dallas, Texas. They got a Walmart-sized TV where the fans could see the roasted-ass Cowboys fuck up right there on 4K. Walmart-sized TV. Embarrassing. So, yes. So, those are my 10 stadiums. I got Seattle, Green Bay, Dallas, Philly, New Orleans, Minnesota, Atlanta, Arizona, Tampa Bay, and San Francisco.
Gotcha.
It is. From what I hear, is the best stadium in all of America. Which is sad because it should be Yankee Stadium, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
But if you see, I just seen like the blueprint for the new stadium that the Browns are making. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It might be
stadiums on
right
the way.
there.
All right, so now we have a secret top 10. this is going nerd, okay? So Denali, we were watching something yesterday, and I was like asking him random questions, so we decided to do that. So Denali, we will recap you in a few. We talked about the top 10 quarterbacks, the top 10 running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and O-line for the upcoming 2025 season. I think you popped up when we were talking about the top 10 NFC stadiums. And then we also mentioned the top 10 offensive rookies coming up this season. So to recap, let me do a quick rundown. I quarterback, I got Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Hurts, Burrow, Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, Stafford, Baker, and Jared Goff as my top 10 quarterbacks. For my top 10 running backs, I got Saquon, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Bucky Irving, David Achane, CMC, and Josh Jacobs. So go ahead and give him a quick rundown of your quarterbacks and running backs. Top 10.
Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Matt Stafford, Jordan Love, and C.J. Stroud. And at running backs, I have Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Christian McCaffrey, James Cook. I changed mine from Aaron Jones to Josh Jacobs and Joe Mixon.
Gotcha. So, wide receiver, I got Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. And then I got Amon-Ra St. Brown and CeeDee Lamb with Puka Nacua to round up the top 5. Then I got Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, Nico Collins, Brian Thomas Jr., and then Ladd McConkey at the bottom 5. Pause. Who you got wide receiver?
JJ, Chase, Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Scary Terry, which is Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Nico Collins, and Devontae Adams.
Yeah. I think we could skip the tight end and the O-line. He wants to talk about Shador. Tyreek Hill's only at 6 because he was he had Tua's concussion problems. So unless Tua is healthy, we can't count on Tyreek Hill to produce as he does. But normally, believe me, I have Tyreek as my top 5. He would be a lot higher had he had a more consistent quarterback health-wise, but he's up there, believe me. We're not trying to disrespect him. We're just going by what we could trust as far as team-wise is concerned.
I got him 3, Denali.
So he wants to talk about Shador Sanders. Shador was drafted very low, and it was obvious that he belongs drafted in the first round. However, remember, he only played against the second stringers. He didn't play against first stringers. But the saving grace is that both touchdowns that he threw were tight window throws that were pro throws. So far, so good. I have no qualms against Shador Sanders. I'm just saying, everybody keep it down. Those are against second stringers. We're not against the starters.
And in the second half, that was against third stringers and fourth stringers. So it's like, yeah. It's okay. It's okay to say I said the same thing about Dart. It was a nice throw, but it was against the second stringers. So when the preseason's over and the games are on the line, we'll see.
I'm not overhyping Dart. I'm not overhyping Cam Ward or nothing. I just call it how I see it. I'm just gonna wait. But I think so far so good from all the quarterbacks. Cam Ward looked good.
They look good. Not great. I'm not gonna say great. They look good.
Dart looked good, and so did even Milroe and Shador. So it looks good. So let's see what happens week 2. So the surprise top 10 is going to be nerd. So Denali, you weren't here. We did we saw a post on Instagram where it had superhero and anime characters on defense versus offense. Okay, and I think I remember on offense they had Superman at quarterback. They had Flash and Sonic at running back and fullback. They had Colossus, the Hulk. They had
Wolverine.
No. Venom.
Oh, it wasn't?
Venom. Bayside or something like that. I forgot his name is. Some bubble dude. And then and
Baymax.
and the Thing as his offensive line. And then he had.
I don't remember though. I remember more the defense. I think that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of.
he had Piccolo at tight end, and he had Anakin Skywalker and Spider-Man at wide receiver. Versus Thanos at defensive end, Broly from Dragon Ball Z,
the
Doomsday from Superman, and the
Star Wars.
and the droid cars, the things that have the shield that shoot in Star Wars, as the D line.
You don't understand that one though.
At linebacker, they had Batman, they had Goku, and they had Vegeta. At cornerback, they had the guy from
Martian, something
yeah,
something I forget.
and Silver Surfer, guys that could manipulate time and energy and shit like that.
And Wolverine. Wolverine was back there somewhere.
Yes,
I think it was safety.
It was lopsided. The defense had all the better players,
Yeah.
so we switched it up. So give me your top 10 superheroes, broski.
Okay, so yesterday you threw me for a loop when you said that to me because I was high as shit and I couldn't think straight. So at 1 I have the Incredible Hulk. That is my favorite superhero. At 2, Wolverine. At 3, Goku. At 4, Spider-Man. At 5, Black Panther. At 6, Green Lantern. At 7, Flash. 8 is a surprise, Gambit. At 9 and 10, I got Superman and Batman.
All right. I don't have any anime. I had all comics. So at 1, I have Batman. Number 2, I have Robin. At 3, I have Spider-Man. At 4, I have Captain America. At 5, I got Wolverine. Those are my top 5. Then I got Iron Man, Deadpool, and Black Panther. 6, 7, 8. And then I got Jean Grey and Superman at 9 and 10. To me, Jean Grey is one of the most strongest mutants and characters in all comics.
She is the strongest.
And I have to put Superman in there, even though I hate Superman. Fuck Superman. But he is one of the greatest.
But she is the strongest one.
Yeah.
She can go completely.
When she goes Phoenix, it's over. It's all over.
Not even Professor Xavier could do anything. He's like, call yourself Gene.
Yes.
Yeah, right. It's too late now.
So, Denali, appreciate you tuning in, but we're about to sign out now, bro, at the 50-minute mark. We will be back Thursday where we will cover the AFC's top 10.
Wait, I got one thing to mention, though.
Go ahead.
So, remember we was watching the highlights of the Dallas versus the Rams? So, there was one throw that apparently CeeDee Lamb was on the sideline, like pre-celebrating before the ball even came down, and the ref just like tagged his ass. So apparently now he might get fined for that because they're gonna go and investigate if he was on if his foot was on the. You see the dumb shit that the Dallas Cowboys do? They're just an accident waiting to happen.
We stream at midnight, bro, so we have to stay consistent at midnight.
And Landon Dickerson, knee injury, but they say he should be ready by the first game or at least second. Thank God.
We'll think about it. We'll see. But for now, we're sticking at midnight. But I appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate y'all viewers. The Pressure Podcast means to perform, react, and do using strategies in sports under rigorous environments, motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah!
The only podcast reviewer has say, if you have a webcam, I'll send you a link so we can put you on a little screen back there, hop on the mic, and talk your shit.
Finish him!
Thursday, we will talk the top 10 defense, top 10 defensive rookies, top 10 AFC stadiums, and top 10 supervillains. So tune in for that. Till then, motherfuckers, Denali, be safe. Appreciate you, brother.